Hi everyone, here I am with August favourites. Oh my god, August is over. It's pretty much Christmas. I remember from working in retail that as soon as August comes then it's pretty much Christmas, so if you work in retail, I'm thinking about you. Let's just not even talk about my appearance today. I was out doing a makeup this morning, so it was really quick, like throw it on makeup and this hair, which is, can you see? Let me crouch down so you can see. It's that thing that everyone is doing with the top knot and the hair down, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I thought it was the worst hair ever, but I tried it out this morning. It's so practical because I hate having my hair in my face, especially when I'm working, but I also like having my hair down, so it's the best of both worlds. I really like it. But is this the female equivalent to the man bun? I don't know, you tell me. Anyway, let's go August favourites. The first thing I wanted to show you, well, the first thing I wanted to talk about was coffee. I have recently became addicted to coffee. I don't know how I thought I was getting away with it because my mum was a huge coffee addict. So anyway, I love iced coffee. I love an iced cappuccino or an iced latte if I'm at Costa or Starbucks, but that shit is an expensive habit, so I wanted to learn how to make it at home. So success. This is just a sort of insulated tumbler. I got it from TK Maxx, but this is another favourite because it just keeps the drink so cold. It means that the ice doesn't melt right away. So two favourites have contributed to me making iced coffee at home, and the first thing was learning how to make cold brew coffee. You can look it up. I had never heard of it before last month, but I sort of started reading about it, thought it was really interesting, and it is worth it. So I might do a little video and show you how I make it, because it's not as difficult as it seems, and I'll show you my sort of low end no equipment style of making it. And then the other favourite to sweeten my coffee is this coffee syrup. This is the Jordan's Skinny Syrup, and this is the caramel, so it's 0 calories, 0 sugar. I've been looking at these online for a while, and they come in lots of flavours. They come in salted caramel and red velvet. I'd been looking at them online for such a long time, and I never bit the bullet and ordered them. But then I was in TK Maxx, or TJ Maxx if you're in America. We had one open just near my house, and I went in and they had them in there, and they were only $3.99. So I picked up the vanilla, the caramel and the hazelnut, and they're all great, but as you can see, the caramel is my favourite. So I do cold brew this and almond milk. I also did make my own sugar-free syrup, which was really easy, but this is really good. It says indulge in other flavours: caramel, English toffee, pumpkin spice. Anyway, so I really need, if you know where to buy these, then let me know, because I'm going to keep trying TK Maxx, but I know that they won't always have them. But I've been loving that. I make it with almond milk. I posted a picture on Instagram, and I love it. I love iced coffee. Anyway, so now that I've got coffee in my system and I can ramble even more. Okay, I had to mention my handbag that I've been using all month. I just get obsessive with these things, and it is this. This is the Bimba Elola bag that I showed you in my haul. Absolutely love it. It's such a great size, such an easy bag. I just love it. I just think it's a fantastic bag, great quality. It feels, you know that feeling you get when you carry a nice designer handbag? That kind of special feeling. I hope you know what I'm talking about and I'm not a lunatic. It gives me that feeling, but it's also not really expensive. It's not like I'm carrying a Chanel bag to Tesco. So yeah, love it. Nothing else to say about it. I just wanted to let you know that I do love it and it was totally worth the money. I love it. I showed you a while ago that I had picked up the mineralised charge water eye cream from MAC. The mineralised charge water eye cream from MAC. Here it is. And I've really been enjoying it. I wasn't so sure at the start. I know I mentioned to you that I thought it was going to be a gel, but it's actually a cream. Really like this. Really like it. I constantly get people saying to me, what will this eye cream or foundation look like under my makeup? And if you're someone who worries about that, then you will love this because it makes your concealer sit so nicely. I just really like it. It's not a mind-blowing eye cream. It's not going to give you amazing mind-blowing results, but it's just a really nice hydrating eye cream. I'm not at the stage yet where I need loudest fan ever. I'm not at the stage yet where I need an anti-aging eye cream, but I do like to use one. I think it's really important. And this is just a great basic moisturising eye cream. And what else can you say about an eye cream? I really like it. I've been having a bit of a moment with blush this month. These are two new ones that I purchased recently, but I love them both. This is MAC New Romance. I've talked about this before and possibly talked about it in last month's favourites, but it's just an amazing peachy gold. And this is the Revolution London Vivid Baked Blush in Bang Bang You're Dead. And this is very similar, but this is just a pink version. Be interested to get more of these because I think they're actually really, really good. I just love those. I've been having a total blush moment. I go through stages where I'm just not really that bothered, but I really love these. I think the theme is that I really am enjoying sort of mineralised, baked, glowy blushes because, you know, I'm all about that glow. But those, I cannot recommend them highly enough. I'm really glad that I picked them both up because they're really good. Something that I've also went back to this month, an old favourite, is the mineralised foundation. This is the loose mineralised foundation from MAC, and I have the shade Extra Light. I want to say about this foundation first of all is that this does get darker the more you buff it into your skin, so bear that in mind. The Extra Light, if I buff it in too much, is just a touch dark for me because, you know, I'm cast with a friendly ghost. We all know this. But this is just a touch too dark if I buff it in too much, so just keep that in mind. But it's lovely. I've never worn it on its own because I don't really like powder foundation. I'm really dry, so it's not something that I would tend to go for. But I do wear it with a little bit of concealer and then a lot of moisturiser and this over the top. Most of the time what I do with it is use it as a setting powder. So I wear a lot of MAC Face and Body and lighter coverage foundations, and if I just need that little bit extra, you know, those days where you've finished your makeup and you think, this is not cutting it, this is amazing. I really like powders with coverage as long as you apply them right. I use a small brush and I just apply it where I need it, but I love this. If you are looking for a powder foundation but you don't want something too heavy or matte, then you'll like this because it still lets your skin have that a little bit of a glow to it. Really like that. I cannot do a favourites this month without mentioning Vanilla Pigment from MAC. How long has this has been around for about 10,000 years, but I picked up this, and I'm sure I did have the full version at one stage, but I picked up this little version at, you know, when you go to MAC and they've got all the minis at the till, they draw you in with those minis. I just picked this up and hello obsessed, party of one, me. How gorgeous is this? How did I forget about it? I've been using it to highlight, I've been using it in the inner corner. Favourite brushes this month. The first one, I know I mentioned this last month even though I'd only had it for about 5 minutes. This is the MAC 137 and it's a tapered face brush. The love with this is still intense. I absolutely love it. If you don't have this brush, go and buy it because it's so amazing. I mean, I talked about it last month. I don't want to go on about it too much, but I just wanted to show you that I am still loving it. The struggle is real not to just use this brush all the time because it's just so good. Another new brush, but one that I have used continuously all month, is the MAC 221. So let me just show you. This is a really small, it's like a 217 brush from MAC, but smaller and more tapered. So it's great for in the crease. If you watched my video that I did with, of the heavy glam makeup, I use this a lot because I've done a cut crease. I like to use it to blend out eyeshadow under the eye as well. It's just really small. It gets into all those areas, and it sort of was something that was missing from my brush collection without me even knowing it. I really like it. Got back into using the 224 again this month. I know that you all probably have this brush. It's been really popular for a long time. But I go through phases where I'm either all about the 217 or I'm all about the 224. I haven't used this in quite a long time, but I'm just back obsessed with it. I pick up a medium brown eyeshadow like Kid or one of the browns from the Full Exposure palette. I just dip it in, go quickly in the crease, mascara, and done. It's just so easy. If you're a beginner at makeup or you just like to do something really quick and easy, then this is a great brush because it doesn't require a lot of effort. It just does a lot of the work for you. I don't need to go on about this too much because I'm sure there are a million videos about this brush. It's so popular, but it's popular for a reason. It's a goodie. It's a goodie, this brush. I wanted to mention as well, I've been really into salads this month. I don't often talk about food, but I am on a weight loss journey. Who isn't? I am on a weight loss journey. Doing pretty well, pretty proud of myself. But I have been really into salads again this month. I love cooking, and I would eventually like to do cooking videos on this channel because I really enjoy it. I've always loved cooking. Sometimes salads are a bit boring, but this month I have been really going for it with the salads and making them really interesting. My favourite salad, I actually had it today, which is what reminded me to talk about it, is I get lots of spinach, which I love, cucumbers, radishes, whatever I have at the time, but just things that are filled with a lot of nutrients and goodness. I'm more about eating things that are really good for me and things that I'm eating them for a reason. I'm not just eating them for the sake of it. So cucumbers, radishes, spinach, and then I cook a salmon fillet with sriracha, which is my favourite. If you've not tried sriracha, what are you doing? Go and buy it, it's so good. Cook a salmon fillet with sriracha and I just flake that on top of the salad with a little bit of feta. And because you've got the juices from the salmon and the sriracha, you don't really need, well, I don't need dressing on my salads, but I'll show you a picture here. I had it today and it is just so good. It feels really satisfying and it's just really good. I do want to do some cooking videos, so I mean, would you watch that? I don't know. Last thing I wanted to talk about was a lip option that I've been wearing all month. So it's good old chicory lip liner from MAC. I've talked about this a million times. Just sort of a, how do you even describe chicory lip liner? It's, okay, the MAC website describes it as a soft muted peachy brown, which I guess is a good description. On top of that, I wear a liquid lipstick that I picked up in Malaga. I showed you it in a haul. It is a Sephora Rouge Infusion. This is the packaging. And the shade is 02 Rosewood Elixir. And these together, oh my god, gorgeous. I was wearing this when I done the intro for that heavy glam makeup. And when I was editing it, I kept thinking, you look good, what is that? And it was this. I just really like it. It's sort of really neutral and easy to wear, and it's helping break me out of my comfort zone of just wearing reds without being crazy wearing like Myth. I cannot, guys, I can't do it. I can't wear Myth. I can't wear those kind of colours. If I'm wearing lipstick, I want it to look like I'm wearing a lip, not like blend into my skin. I can't do it. I can't do it. So that was all of my August favourites. I hope you enjoyed, and thank you for watching. Thank you for taking the time out to watch and leave nice comments. Another favourite from this month is that I started up my blog again. I just thought it would be a good place for my own, I can put some pictures up of my own makeup work, and I could put up some photos and things, because sometimes when I do makeup I take some photos at the end and it's nice to have somewhere to go and look at them. So my website is jennifermakeupartist.co.uk. It took me 100 years to figure out how to get it the way I wanted it. Anyway, I've sorted it out now, and I'll put some pictures of these products up and some pictures of like me with that lip on to show you. So thank you for watching. If you like my videos, then subscribe to me, that would be really cool, and I will see you again in the next video. Bye! Oh god, this is just not going well. Do you ever just look on Instagram or Facebook and you see things and you think, the less said about that, the better. I'll just wait for the phone to stop ringing.